Okay, hello class. I'm making this video to explain how current events should be when you do it on Google Classroom. Now, you've already done these worksheets in class, but you might be a little bit confused by the way it looks on Google Classroom. So I just wanted to remind you the best way to be doing it. Okay, so this is the article that you guys worked on last week. And when you get the article, you should be looking at the title. So, this is the full title: Stories from Around the World Showcase the Problem of Water Inequality. And it is by National Geographic Society, adapted by Newsela. You need to put this full title, and for the news source, this full news source. All of the articles I'm going to be giving you is by Newsela or Newsela, but you need to tell who the original news source is. The title of the article is not water inequality. That is just what I saved this document as. Okay, now once you read the article, you think about it, you can go ahead and look at the photo, look at the picture that they give, make some inferences, look at the details, read the caption, so that you can think about what this article is going to be about. Okay, so you see already Lagos Island in Lagos, Nigeria, soon to be Africa's largest city. So you kind of know where this article is taking place. Okay. Now, after you do that, I want you to deeply read the entire article. You cannot annotate on here, but maybe if you have a piece of paper and pen to the side of you, you can make some annotations about important things that you find in the article. Okay. So go ahead and read the whole article that you get for current events. Look up certain vocabulary words that you don't understand. You don't have to use all those vocabulary words in your document. It's just to help you clarify what the article is about. Okay, so use all the technology that you have available. Use Google Translate, use the definitions in Google to help you understand all of the words. Okay, go ahead and read it all the way through. If you don't understand, reread something and make sure you're looking up vocabulary. So, for example, infrastructure, sustainable, mm, let's say pipelines, maybe sanitation, inequality, defecation, contamination. I think another word in here was desertification, right? So make sure you're looking up all those words. Okay, now I'm going to go show you an example of a good, well done current events article. Okay. All right. So here's your news source. This person put the entire thing there. National Geographic adapted by Newsela. They put the full title. They have a nice, clear, well-developed why this is important, okay? Why this is an enduring issue. Don't just say it's important because we need to know about it. I want you to really think about why this article is important. All the articles I give you, I think it is something that you should know about that is going on in the world, okay? You need to put your enduring issue. This comes from Global Class. I will be attaching a, a document that has all of the different enduring issues so that you can practice that, because that will help you for your regents next year in Global Class. So this person put scarcity, absolutely, lack, inequality, environmental issues even can be an enduring issue, and then explain why. So this person said, in this article, we can see that scarcity we can see scarcity because society is having a lot of problems obtaining clean water. This affects different areas because it contributes to forms of disease. Exactly. All right. So inference. Inference is the thought that you had before reading the article. So remember what you were thinking when you were looking at the title and looking at the picture. Okay. Make sure you're using one of these sentence starters. Everything has to be in a full sentence. This person has 3 different vocabulary words that they defined. Very good. Who is involved? They put schools in Nepal, South Asian countries, African women, the US Environmental Protection Agency, all of these things. You need to write everybody involved, okay? So don't just say groups or countries. No, I need to know the specific group, the specific countries, the specific cities. You have your date right there. Where in the world did this occur? Again, write all the different areas that this occurred. Now, background information. Background information is where you do your own research. You go into Google, you go into YouTube, look for water inequality, look for feces, which means poop. I hope you define that. Go look for a video about feces in water supply and watch it and do some background information, background research, okay? And then you will put that in your own words over here. Now, this person decided to do it in a whole paragraph form. That is fine. You can do it in bullet points as long as you are being specific and giving a lot of explanation, okay? That shows me that you did some background research on your article. Okay, then you need to explain the article in 4 or 5 details in your own words. Again, this person did a very nice and clear paragraph. You can put it in bullet points. You can put it in numbers. You can say point number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. A lot of students did that. It was fine. As long as you are putting details, being specific, using full sentences, okay? So let me see. This article is about how society is being affected by the lack of clean water. It also shows what could be causing this disaster. The article says that the lack of clean water is affecting society in a negative way because it is spreading disease and affecting crop growth. Okay, open defecation, meaning pooping in the water, is more common in South Asian countries, which is a big problem. They really go in depth and tell me what this article is about. Okay, so that is what I need. They even mention certain agencies, the United Nations. So I also understand who is involved in this. That is what I need. Okay, connection, a nice, clear, well developed connection. Well, you don't have to put a connection. It can be I connected to, this relates to, I wondered why. You need to use one of these sentence starters. It has to be in a full sentence. And I really want you to develop your idea. So let's see this. I can connect this article to a video I watched on YouTube. It showed how difficult life was for women in Africa because they had to walk miles to obtain water. This video said that women had to make choices between keeping water that could be used for cooking or used to take a bath. Excellent. This probably was even a video that this person used for background information. So see how your background information can help be your connection. Double, you can use it in 2 ways, double the ways, as long as you are making it very clear and well developed. One sentence is not going to be enough to get a great grade, okay? All right, so you have your high order thinking question. And then since we're not having discussions, you need to answer your own question. But again, what is the theme that I keep telling you about? Well developed, well explained, thorough, thought out, and in full sentences. Okay, so will people ever appreciate the facility to obtain water that they have? And then this person goes on to think about their question. A lot of you have very good questions, but you don't put enough in your thoughts to do the answers. Okay, so that is what I need. Again, well developed, very nice connection here, very nice think aloud. I really like to look at your think alouds. Okay, so that is something I look at because it's your own thoughts. Make sure you do a good job with that. Good job explaining and background information. I'm going to go look at another example of a less well-developed um, current events submission. Okay, so here's another one. News source, nothing is there. Title of article, water inequality. That's not the title. That's how I saved it on my computer. Why is it important? Okay, they look like they did a decent job. This is important because they want to save the water. or they want the water that is not good, make it good. They want to keep countries not very clear, and there's this constant typo. Okay, make sure you're checking how you spell things. War, that's what they hear, but the word is water. Okay, enduring issue. The enduring issue is the war. No, water. But water is not an enduring issue. Scarcity, inequality, those are enduring issues. Okay, starting the sentence with because, that's not a full sentence. Okay, based on what I knew from before, okay, they used a sentence starter, that's good. They will clean or they will help people so they can have war. No, again, typo. This is too short, not well developed. Vocabulary. Yes, you absolutely do have to do the vocabulary. Who is involved? Countries. Okay, that does not help me. I would say that a country is involved in every single story because everybody lives in a country. So this is not acceptable. I really need all the individuals, groups, politicians, cities, countries that are involved. Okay. Where in the world did this occur? Asia, Africa, United States. Are there any cities that were mentioned? I need more specifics. Okay. Okay, background information. Remember when I said it's important to do some research? It is. It is important to do research and then put it in your own words. I can clearly see that this was taken from some website, but then it was just copy and pasted. Okay, it's very obvious, very clear to see. Um, I can tell when it's not your writing, when it doesn't sound like you. I have a plagiarism app. So please do your background research, use videos, use articles, and then put it in your own words. This is not enough. Okay. This is actually below what I want. Okay. Article explained. All right, so this person did it in kind of a list formation, which I told you is fine. You don't have to do it in a paragraph, but you do need to put it in a full sentence and you do need to have it very specific and well developed. One, that they want to make clean water. They want to help people from Africa. They want us to see how important the water in the world, want to help the people from Asia. Not clear enough, okay? So I know that this is about contamination of water, people who are poor and don't have access to clean water because of pipelines. There's people defecating in the water. Like I needed to get that information. This actually doesn't really tell me anything and might even confuse me even more. Okay. All right. Your connection. I connected to this to Native Americans because they, typo, didn't have, again, weir. I think they meant water and need water. Okay. So another typo, no matter if the water was clean or not. Okay. So that is a decent connection because we did talk about Native Americans in our previous class and how they don't have access to clean water. That's a great connection, but I wish that they developed it more and spell checked. Okay, so good idea, but your presentation and your sentences need to be clearer. And again, well developed. All right, high order thinking question. They did put a high order thinking question. Why the United States not help Native Americans and want to help Africa? Well, mm, I don't know. Okay, so I think it's because the government do not care about Native Americans and they know that people will see that they're helping other countries. Okay, so that's a decent um thinking out loud question. I just wish that they took the time to read it over to see if it sounded correct. Okay, so I'm really looking for you to take time, well developed, good sentences, and make sure it makes sense. Okay, so again, this one is an example of one that you do not want to copy or emulate because things like the article explained is too short, the background information was copied from some source, this was not specific enough, there was no vocabulary, this was very short, and why it's important, I don't know, did not get spell check. All right, so this type of work will get you around a 60, 60 to 68, okay? So not necessarily 55, but I know that you guys can do better. Okay. So if you are going to be striving, strive to do the best that you can. This one is the good one. This will get you definitely 90 and above. Okay. So I hope going forward you will be taking more time to do your current events articles, and I will be seeing really good ones in the future.